Ladies and gents, girls and boys, Danny Stewart here for BassJapanDirect.com with a quick video, or a work log video here on this Backus WL4. This is a global series, tune-up series. So it's made in Indonesia and then assembled and set up in Japan. And this is one that I modified for my customer by installing a Bartolini XT-CT preamp. So these come as standard passive only. I do not know why, because the 5-string version is active only. It doesn't figure. But anyway, it must be something to do with their production line. So anyway, I installed the 2-band preamp, and it's got a lot of headroom on the treble. And there's the bass and balancer. Rear pickups in 60s position. The pickups are their standard issue on these models, which are they're not Alnico, they're ceramic. So the quality of ceramic pickups compared to Alnico is they're a little bit more microphonic. They can tend to sound a little bit more aggressive, not quite as smooth. Some people like that, others don't like that so much. But let's have a listen, balanced, and we'll just go with the bass boosted and the treble probably around 1 o'clock, just to get an idea. So that's quite nice, isn't it? That's quite nice. It's nice and punchy. Just a little bit aggressive, and I think that's an optimal slap tone. We can take the treble down a little bit. Take it all the way down. Of course, you lose the definition. I'd say 1 o'clock. That's about ideal. All the way up is 2 ear splitting. See, it's very, very bright, but you've got that headroom if you need it. And then passive mode. This is a push-pull switch on the volume. Obviously, you lose the volume. I think it sounds great, balanced with the tone just above halfway, treble just above halfway, and bass fully boosted. That's a nice sound. On the rear pickup's in 60s position, so it's not as stinky and nasal as you would get if it was 70s position. But I recommend having the treble all the way down. Actually, you give it just a tiny bit more. That's less than halfway. That's about maybe a third of the way. So yeah, 33%. that's quite an acceptable sound, I think, on the rear pickup. It certainly sounds better than it did passive. The passive version does have a booster switch, which is a pull switch, and I actually just took the guts out of it, and I replaced it completely. This is a completely different switch. This is a push switch rather than a pull switch on the volume, and I think that works better. And also on this modification, because I only have 3 dials on the original control set, I didn't have 4 matching dials. So what I've done is I've put on classic jazz knobs there. So you've got the volume and the balancer with large jazz knobs, and then the EQ is with the smaller jazz knob that you would usually have for tone. I think that looks actually, it actually looks a bit better than the original, to be honest. So that's nice. But anyway, that's it really. That's all I wanted to go over with you. Let's go on the front pickup though. Let's just go with the tone all the way down, the treble all the way down, bass all the way up. So that's all the way down. And if we add the treble, let's take it about halfway. All the way up, treble. Let's check that. It's too bright, right? It's very, very caustic. So yeah, again, you've got all that headroom if you need it. So I would recommend just taking that treble down to about 1 o'clock. Breaking in these strings too. Yeah, the strings on this, by the way, are what are those? D'Addario, just nickel wound, regular gauge, I think, or maybe they're medium light actually. I think it's 45 to 1. 100 or something. So medium light, a little bit lighter on the low end than standard. So, but that's it, guys. I just wanted to share that with you. The preamp has been installed. Just to reiterate and summarize, and I think overall it improves the sound on these, which would otherwise be passive. Personally, I think these basses are, this range is very good value for money. You get the necks are really good. They're stable, and the action is great. The bridge is a decent bridge. You know, the tuners are not that enamored with, but they do their job. Yeah, the body, the looks are good. The finish is very basic. It's just a matte finish. It's a matte black burst, and yeah, I think overall it's good value for money. Things that I would upgrade though, definitely the pickups. I'm not a huge fan of ceramic pickups. I prefer Alnico. Ceramic pickups, I think they have applications which they work well for. I think a jazz bass though, you want more of a cleaner, slightly cleaner sound. I think ceramic pickups may be good in something like you know, something where you want more sort of a ballsy sound, not so smooth, not so refined, a little bit more rough around the edges. Although I think it depends on what you're playing, really. I mean, you heard it. You can get some good tones out of this bass anyway, with the stock pickups. But that's just food for thought, you know. And these upgrades I can do, like the preamp, the XTCT. What does that cost me? It cost me about $100 roughly, and then the labor to install it, and the pots that I have to buy in to install it. Yeah, maybe you're looking at about $200 extra for an upgrade. This is the first upgrade I've done on one of these, so I didn't really know exactly what to expect, but as you would have seen in the photographs, had to do some routing to make the cavity deep enough to accept the preamp and the battery. Otherwise, it wouldn't close. So that was done, and I've also painted it with shielding paint inside as well, repainted it. So, you know, yeah, it takes a little bit of extra time. But yeah, this is a first on this instrument. But I just wanted to show you that, guys, as an optional extra for an upgrade. Yeah, it's going to be costing about $200 extra to get a 4-string upgraded with a preamp. You know, I would recommend installing Bartolini or Aguilar. You know, we can install pretty much anything as long as the preamp itself is not too big and it can fit in the cavity. So yeah, I know for sure that Aguilar will fit and Bartolini will fit. So that's it. All right, thanks a lot for watching, guys, and thanks to the customer for your order. Hope you like the way it's come out. Yeah, it's been good to work on something new and be able to offer something, an upgrade option for future customers. All right, take care, guys, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done already. Cheers.